Hello friends, in one of the sessions we discussed data, various aspects of data, how data is created, how data is stored and how data is processed, database management system, data warehousing, different type of data, how the data has different meaning, what are the, how the data quality is measured. Now, in this session we will try to understand information, knowledge and how, what is the importance of knowledge of and information. You must have come across data, knowledge, information frequently in your day to day life. You must have come across information technology, information society, information impact, different type of information, different type of knowledge. So, knowledge society, information society, knowledge worker, information workers, how information technology impact information, these are the things we are going to discuss in this class, in this session today. So, let us understand what is the meaning of data information. So, we have already discussed data. Data, when you processed, it becomes information. Information has meaning, data has no meaning. Information has some meaning and measurable. So, it has a context. When you put context on the data, it becomes information. For example, you say 30, 40, 80, 90, it is just a data, it has no meaning, it has no context. But if you put context on it, for example, you say that these are the sales figure and the average sales figure is 30, this is the for the month February 2019, then it has a meaning, people understand it. That is the reason why information is business oriented and information is presented. Let me just recapitulate what we discussed in data and what you discussed in information. This table talks about the difference between the data and information. As the data is technology driven, information is business driven. Data is not presented, information is presented. Data is processed becomes information, data is less value or dead items, but information has some value. So, information has some specific characteristics, information is presented and business oriented, whereas technology in data is technology driven. So, let us understand the difference between the different characteristics of information. If you refer to this table, data information has specific characteristics, we call it as SMART. SMART, S for specific, M for measurable, A for accurate, R attainable and R for relevant, T for timely. And this table gives you the broad overview of all the characteristics. For example, specific. Specific means explicitly you mention, the doctor explicitly mentioned in case of for example, some type of fever, you use quinine tablet, this is specific information. Similarly, measurable. Measurable means you must understand what the information you are giving. Attainable, A for attainable, you must be able to attain the information, you should be able to get the information, it should not be a myth. Relevant means it must be relevant, it must be applicable to a particular situation. For example, you are sitting physics exam and I am giving you sociology question paper, you say it is not relevant to me. So, this is relevant characteristics of information. Timely. Timely means information must be provided timely. If you do not give information timely, then it has no value. When the time passed, value, it has no value. So, it must be provided timely. Similarly, the other characteristics of information, some people has called quality of information are called accuracy, completeness, consistency, uniqueness, reliable, then precise and conformity. Some people call it as quality parameters. Accuracy means the information must be correct. For example, if you are giving your address X, you must, your location must be in X, it should be accurate. Completeness means you give complete address. For example, if I complete information, if I ask you what is your date of birth, you should give, if you give only year of the year date of birth, then it is not complete. Your month and date is missing, so it is not complete. So, it must be complete information. Consistency means you repeat the information, it will be consistent. For example, you prepare a grade. Grade is calculated according to some formula, and it is applicable for all the students in a batch. Now, if you apply one grading system to one student, you must apply grade to all other students, and it should be consistent in nature. Otherwise, it is inconsistent. Student will complain that how can you apply one grading system to my marks and apply other grading system to other system. Similarly, uniqueness, it must be unique nature, unique. So, you must give, there is no, you cannot give two names in database, you must be unique, because it will create inconsistency. And the other one is called reliable. You trustworthy information, trustworthy sources, otherwise people will not believe you. You repeat the information, you give the same information, you are reliable. Similarly, precise means exact information. If you say, if I ask you what is your maximum sales, or what is your dividend this time, you say this time I am giving you attractive and modest dividend. I do not understand what you are saying. You tell me precisely what exactly dividend you want to declare. So, in this case the CEO says that 6.7 is the precise dividend I am going to I declare. The last one is conformity. Conformity is basically one of the characteristics of information, is one of the quality parameters, is called conform to standard. For example, if I ask you, you give your date of birth in the form DD, MM, YY, you should give your information in DD, MM, YY, YY, otherwise it is not conforming to a standard. So, this is all about characteristics of information. Some of the terms are called together called quality of information. Different literature talks about quality parameters in a different way. You should not worry about that. Some of the combination of these parameters are called quality parameters. Now, let us take the example now, consider information technology. You must have heard a lot about information technology. Information technology in ICT, information communication technology. What is the purpose, what it contains, how information technology impacts information. Information is influenced a lot by information technology. Any technology related to information, hardware, software, communications, these are all called as information technology. This technology helps in collecting the information, storing the information, analyzing the information, processing information, dissemination of the information, and then use of the information, getting feedback of the information regarding information. This is the how information is influenced by information technology. So, here information technology has a great impact on information. So, the infrastructure it creates, for example, hardware, software, communication lines, or any type of modem, router, these are all coming under information infrastructure. It also includes programs, information workers. What is information workers? Information worker means those who are working in information technology area is called information workers, and this science is known as science related to information technology, in computer science, algorithm, and they are about your library science are coming under information science. So, information technology has led to information revolution or called digital revolution. Digital revolution is more about using information technology in day to day life, in organization, in business, in society. Everywhere people are talking about digital revolution. Government is also talking about digital revolution, means they are extensively using ICT. ICT means information and communication technology, information system, information technology, all type of related technology in generating information, in collecting information, in disseminating information, and storing information, analyzing information, binding information, and also dissemination of information, use of information in decision making. So, this type of revolution is now very prominent in all over world, and it has created an information age or information society, where people deal with only information. Information has revolutionized the entire country, entire business, entire society, individual activities. It has changed the way people work. It has significantly impact. So, information is most important to our life, and we live on information. Without information, you can't take decision, you can't argue, you can't draw inference, and you can't do any other activities. You need information to act often. So, this is all about information, basic characteristics of information, information and the importance of information, and the role of information technology in influencing information. We discussed information society, how information technology impact information, and how information society is created and information economics is created in organization, business, daily day-to-day life of people. So, now we will try to understand what is information processing, how information processing, what is information processing system, and what is, before that let us understand what is the information life cycle. Many people call information life cycle. There are 5 stages of life cycle. One is that you collect information and you store information and you analyze or process information and you disseminate information, use information and discard the information, because once the information is of no use, it is old and all, then you discard it. This is known as information life cycle. Let us understand how information is processed. You must be knowing information is processed by computer. Also, you should know information is processed by human being or human processor. If you see this human processor, human head or brain is considered as a processor. It receives input and it stores it, analyze and process it, and it gives you the output. There are different units in our system by which you do all these things, and there are 2 types of memories. One is short term memory, the other one is long term memory. Many times you forget, and that is it because you have short term memory. You cannot remember 100 names because you have short term memory, but some names you remember. It goes to long term memory and you store it, and that is the reason why information processor. And remember, every human being has a different type of human processor, because everyone is different. We will discuss more details on that. So, information is there are different stages of processing, information processing, and different functions of the brain. As I told you, short term memory stores only the short term purpose, and long term memory stores information long term purpose. And sometimes you reinforce, you say that no, my name is this, my university is named this. So, you remember, it goes to long term memory, hence you remember. You forget many things, but you remember something, that is called reinforcement, and then you interact limited information. So, you have limited information in short term memory and also some type of memory in long term memory. Now, this type of analysis leads to one concept, another concept called information overload. So, now every one person is different, and based on my medulla oblongata experience, and I understand, I comprehend a set of information. If you give more information, then it will be overload. Too much of information, I say I do not understand, I am not able to comprehend what you are talking, and it is very difficult to remember, and there are some moderators, and because of that information overload is happening. You know very well, use of IT personality traits, work pressures, non-ability of time, lack of interest, then confusion, stress, losses of ability to use information. These are the moderators which is basically responsible for your overload of information, and you must understand how information is overloaded, and you should take as much as information your brain can comprehend, because human brain is basically a human processor. Now, let us understand one question. Can you tell me, is information is person dependent or person independent? Information is person dependent, means If same information, if I give to another two persons, one may understand, one may not understand. It is because of information is person dependent, and it is because the cognitive level of different person are different. Hence, understanding by one person is not the same as what other person understand. That is the reason why companies use different type of training program and all, so that people understand the information same way, because the source. So, this is the reason why we should know information is person dependent. It is not that you just throw the information, each and every one of the company will understand the information same way. No, their cognitive level are different. Hence, you must ensure that those people understand the same information in same way. There should not be any confusion. So, now let us understand what are the sources of information and granularity of information. Granularity means the detail of information, how detailed information you give. Sometimes you give more granular, sometimes you give less granular. More granular means, less granular means more summarized information. More summarized information will not able to do any analysis. For example, I ask you what is your age, you say I am young and old. Then I cannot, you have given information in very summarized way, but I can't find out your date of birth. Or if for example, you ask salesman what is your sales, and he says that my sales is 40, month 40, February month 40, but from that 40 sales in February, it is not possible for me to find out daily sales, because daily sales is high granularity than monthly sales, which is less granularity. So, this is the reason why you collect data at different level, summarized level, atomic level, granularity level, highest granularity, sales, daily sales, then summarized means monthly sales, highly summarized yearly sales, extremely high summarized, that is called like 5-year sales. This is the way how information is present, like collected, and sources of information you provide that type of features, and so that you can do different type of analytics or apply different type of processing on the type in the data type. It varies from granularity, it based on granularity. So, let us understand how information is collected. Information are collected various ways. For example, you observe, you get information, you ask question, observation, record inspection, questionnaire, experiment. So, these are the ways how, or group interview, these are the way how information is collected. Once it is collected, you can take different type of processing steps.